Hi, my name is Candice, and today I'm going to run you through some basic skills and body positions that can be used to teach your students gymnastics. And we will finish off with two fun activities that require little to no gym equipment. First off, we're going to go through our basic body positions that are going to be used throughout this video. We are going to use our L-sit, our tuck sit, our angry cat, front support, and our rear support. The skills I'm going to teach you how to teach your students are a pirouette, a cartwheel, a forward roll, a beam dismount with a leg swing through, along with a mini tramp straight jump to motorbike landing. Our activities that we are going to learn are scissors, paper, rock evolution and our basic shapes game of This Snatch. Is our leg sweep through, dismount to motorbike landing. We're going to sweep that one leg down to the front, jump up, feet together and land on 2 feet. Our key focus is having our students walking on their toes till the near end of their beam, choosing which leg they would like to place down next to the beam, sweep forward to the front, jump, land feet together, jumping straight up, landing into that motorbike position. We don't actually require a beam for this skill, we simply need a gutter or a straight line. This allows the students to develop confidence at a lower height and understand the movement. We are now going to progress onto the straight jump on the mini tramp. We want the students' feet to land on the trampoline at the same time, jumping up, reaching nice and high, landing in that motorbike position. If the students are struggling to get both feet to land on the tramp at the same time, ask them to place one foot on the tramp first, bringing the second one up, jumping together, jumping straight up and landing in that motorbike position. We can also break it down further by asking the students to jump into a hula hoop and jump out of the hula hoop into that motorbike. So I'm going to demonstrate the pirouette first, and then I'm going to break it down into smaller steps and show you the key positions that are super important you want to emphasize when teaching your students. So this is a pirouette, which can also be done with your arms up in the air and landing with your feet together. Alright, so our first position is we're going to have our strong dominant leg, the one we step forward on. So we're going to step forward, and this leg we're going to bring up into this nice triangle here at a 45-degree angle. With our arms, we're going to have our supporting arm, which is the same as our leg, and our other arm up, and as we bring it up into our triangle and sweep across our triangle. So we're going to go up, sweep across and close our arms. As we close our arms and our leg across, it's going to get our momentum going to complete that spin. So we're going to step back, arms out and up, close and complete our spin. If your students are having trouble completing the spin initially, we can do it on a flat foot, focusing on this closing motion, as that is what gives us that momentum to spin and keep spinning. So we're going to go forward, arms, leg and arms, and spin. One more time, forward, arms, leg, close, spin. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the forward roll. I'll give you a super quick demonstration, and then we're going to break down those movements so you're able to teach your students correctly. So we want to start by crouching down, hands by your side. We're going to put our hands just in front, tuck our neck in, and roll. So during the forward roll, our key basic position is our tuck sit. This is our tuck sit. We want to have our head bent down, knees to our forehead and our neck. We want that big, nice arch as we want our chin on our chest. This is to reduce any safety concerns, as a forward roll can be very dangerous if you don't tuck your head into your chest. So we want to be doing that. And just a few basic motions so the students can get the hang of a forward roll. We can tuck our chin to our chest and roll back and forth, so they understand the motion as we're rolling. So that forward roll again. We don't really want to bunny hop into it, as it usually causes students to overjet or under go under themselves, which can be very dangerous. So we want to have our hands on the ground just slightly in front, tuck our head to our chest, and bend off and roll. So we'll do that one more time. Tuck nice and low, hands in front, chin to our chest, bend arms, place head on the floor, and roll. Alright, our next focus is the cartwheel, which I'll give you a super quick demonstration of what that is going to look like. It's going to be standing side on to the front with our dominant leg out in front, our arms up nice and high next to our ears, and then landing in that same position we started off with, just the opposite leg out. Alright, within the cartwheel, we want to focus on having our hands and feet in this motion. So we're going to go hand, hand, foot, 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 hand, hand. So that's our hands touching the ground, our feet leaving the ground doing that over motion, and then our hands coming off the ground, back up and next to our ears. When we're teaching our students a cartwheel, you can start them off by doing a bunny hop, which will look like you can start off facing the way you want to go, hands up by your head in that dish shape, hands on the ground, and bunny hopping over, landing in that motorbike position. Our next progression from the bunny hop will be a bent-legged cartwheel, so we can just have our legs out in front and bent. We're still doing that cartwheel motion. Alright, so when teaching the cartwheel, it's really important we have our students over an arm length apart. As our legs are rotating over, we have a bigger diameter of area required. We also want our students to not be going one at a time, as they may be scared, not confident that they're going to complete the skill perfectly, or just scared they may get laughed at by their peers. So we're going to have at least 2 or 3 students going at a time and even space apart, so we're not causing those safety concerns. Like I said before, our key positions are up and out, or our dish shape up, and then we want to focus that hand, hand, and then foot, foot, and both our feet landing, hands coming off and landing back up in this position or this position. The idea of the scissors, paper, rock animal walk is that you will complete your walk until you have won a game of scissors, paper, rock. If you verse your partner or the person with doing the same animal walk and you lose, you continue doing that walk. If you win, you evolve to the next walk.
For our animal walk game, we're going to begin with the crab walk. Once you win a game as a crab, you then progress to the crocodile. When you win as a crocodile, you progress to the bear. And once you win as the bear, you move to the scorpion. And finally, when you win the game as a scorpion, if you are the first, you have won the game. Here is a super quick demonstration of each of those 4 walks.
The idea of the basic shapes snatch game is you as the teacher will be calling out those basic shapes that you have taught your students in previous lessons, and they will have to complete it. So say I was to go tuck sit, L sit, front support, snatch. That is when the students are to snatch the cone and beat their teammate at their reaction time.
L sit, tuck sit, anchor cat, front support, rear support, tuck sit, snatch, tuck sit, L sit, tuck sit, rear support, tuck sit, snatch. I hope you found this video helpful and informative for when designing and planning your future gymnastics PE lessons.